Kumari Mithila Aithagani is an enthusiastic Kuchipudi dancer from Visakhapatnam, India. She has been learning Kuchipudi for 14 years under the tutelage of Guru Srimati NNV Satyabhanu Garu at Sri Siddhendra Yogi Kala Nilayam. She has completed certificate and diploma courses in Kuchipudi from Potti Sri Ramulu Telugu University. Mithila has performed widely since childhood and has received numerous awards, including Nritya Kaumudi, Upcoming Artist Talent Award, and Ugadi Puraskar. She has played various roles in Kalyana Kartikeyam and Mohini Basvasana dance ballets, which were choreographed by Guru Sri Hari Ramamurthy Garu, including during the US tour in 2016. She has also participated in renowned programs such as Sangeet Natak Academy, Bangalore, Muvala Savadi in Doordarshan Saptagiri, Shatarupa by the Government of AP and Telugu Association, Bhubaneswar by the Government of Odisha. Her Ranga Pravesam, which was organized in 2016, added greatly to her learning experience. Besides being a passionate dancer, Mithila is a dedicated student pursuing her MTech course at Sardar Vallabhbhai National Institute of Technology.
Thank you so much for being a part of this year's online Mahotsavam. We're so happy to have you, and I think you are the first artist we have who's from India, which is very exciting for the series. Tell us about your artistic journey.
First of all, I would actually like to thank ICAPS Online Mahotsav and also Sharada Aunty and you, Akka, because for giving me this opportunity. And when it comes to my artistic journey, I was actually not knowing what Kuchipudi was when I actually joined my dance class. It was like with my friend who came to my home and she asked for a summer activity. I was like, let's go. She joined me to the dance class. There, I was first introduced to my guru, NNV Satyabhanu Garu, there, and uh, it was like different stages I understood dance. I started dancing, like I started learning when I was in my fourth grade. So it was only for my friends first I went to the class almost a year because I don't know what it was. I was not so familiarized. Then after a year of 3 or 4, I was introduced to stages. It was for the joy, like that moment, like if people started applauding me for the work I have done, I felt like it's so great. Wow. And at that age, maybe after 3 years I have done my all this dance, then it was like I should continue my dance because this enjoyment I can't get in any other thing. It's not, if I read mathematics, no one will come and applaud me. So I was in that mindset. Then one day what happened, my teacher starts teaching me slokas also, apart from dance. So she started saying me about Natya, Nritya. Then I learned them as usual. I learned them and I came home. When I came back home, then I started thinking, I'm learning dance and what are all this? What is Natya? What is Nritya? What is Nritya? What is this all and what is it all came from? And then I started realizing it's just a screen I saw and there is something back of it. It's just like ocean. It's equal to studies. I until then don't know. I just felt it's just an activity. I'm going, I'm meeting my friends and I'm getting joy out of it. But because after my teacher started teaching all the slokas related to dance, and I started finding out from where it comes from. Then I thought there is a book, Natya Sastra, on Kuchipudi dance, and it's an ocean to learn. You just can't do for time pass. Then it was all done. Then later I was introduced to compositions. When my teacher started, Master Garu, Hariramurthy Garu also started composing, then I was like, he started writing Jeti. After Jeti, he was seeing whether it has matched to Tala or not. I was totally mesmerized by his work because I was not known to all those. gradually I was into the dance. First, I don't know what dance is. Then I joy I went. Then I started knowing the importance of the art form. And now it was like I was so happy to introduce to this very special art form. And now at this stage, if they asked what dance is, uh, I would completely say the only way I can pray to God is through dance. When, like, I think it was during the time of my Ranga Pravesham, I guess. It was all the compositions are over and I was made to practice. One day I was totally involved into it, and the vibrations I get out of it is I can't. I don't get in like any other things when I do. I felt that is something divine. That is the way I think I can connect to God. So this was my various stages how I understood dance and all. I totally thank my guru for this, Ananvi Satyabhanu Garu, who is the director of Sri Siddhendra Yogi Kalanilayam, and presently she is continuing to teach.
What I know, you're going to college. What are you studying, by the way?
Yeah, doing my master's from Sardar Vallabhai National Institute of Technology, and it is from in the stream of electrical engineering, and it's power system. My specialization is in power system.
So I know both in India and in the US, a lot of us, um, I think once we get into the point when we're going to our higher studies, that's when a lot of people find it difficult to continue with dance. What was
Yeah.
it that made you um, say, no, I can make this work? And how have you made it work?
Frankly saying, I read because of dance. If people ask me how and if people ask me why, the dedication came to me because of dance, which I applied to my studies. The way I think, or the way you speak to elders, the way you respect some subject came from dance, which I first learned it from dance and just applied to studies. It's not like I feel that students like us shouldn't see like two different fields. It is one which is helping the other. Just don't like if you're so stressed enough, you just dance for a moment that really makes us feel so happy, and we can continue our work. It's like one for one. Study can give you creative thoughts which you can apply on this, and it's dance also which gives you so much of dedication to do work. So I feel students should actually not consider it is two different thing and something. If you are doing dance, like that is not worth enough. We shouldn't actually think of like.
What what advice do you have for younger students who are learning dance? Maybe they're in their teens, and they're trying to figure out what part of their life dance has and how it's going to go with them forward.
Actually, when it comes to this art point of view, I would suggest someone not to see commercially. Most people think, what do we gain out of dance? It's not that something we gain something out of dance. The experience you get out of it, and I can completely say the person who learns art form is a part different from person who is not learning an art form. You can see the difference. And if it comes to the teen years, if they are studying, they should continue this art form for sure for their like well-being in future. They shouldn't actually, as I said before, they shouldn't actually see as two different parts of thing.
I know you've done both solos. You've also been in Hari Master Garu's dance dramas. You've also done group items and things like that. Do you see I think one of the things that you mentioned when you were talking about your journey through dance is the different levels. And did you see a difference in how you were approaching it or understanding the dance in each of these experiences?
Yeah, definitely yes. It's like I actually got to know maybe 4 or 5 years back. It's not that we go through same approach for everything. Solo items are different. When it is a character, you should actually know about the character when you perform it. If it take about some Lord Shiva, you should actually feel that you are Shiva. It's not actually you are doing some persons or characterize a man over there. You should you should look at the divine parts of Lord Shiva and try to present it. That was different from the thing of solo items. Solo items is like you praise some Lalita Devi or Shiva or something, but when you are going into the dramas, it is like you are representing the role over there. It is not like as a third person you are praising Lord Shiva, and so that different I actually found out, and the like the peculiar thing was whenever I was doing dance dramas, I was given different roles. One in the first performance, if I do Shiva, the next performance I used to do Parvati. If the and next, if I used to do Rakshasas, and the next one I used to switch to uh, friend of a Vali. And the next time I used to do Vali as a role. So I was totally confused when I was given these many roles. Men is different, woman is different. Men in the role of God is different. And characterization was very tough, which I experienced when I was dancing. We have to totally involve into it and present.
How, and obviously when it is a drama, it is interactive, right? You're working with other artists.
Huh.
How is how does that affect like the vibrations that you're talking about or the energy that comes into the dance versus when you're doing solo?
Uh, Actually, if in drama, if you are into the role, you actually feel some vibrations. Like if you are into Shiva, you totally are dressed up like Shiva. Or if you are into the Parvati, you're totally dressed up as Parvati. So that thing is in your mind like I am Parvati, so I should represent her. That is okay. But when it comes onto the solo performance, you're not dressed up as anyone. You're the single person. You have to characterize each and everyone. Like if we consider any of the item, you have to say Bala Kanakamaya was one of the item. You only have to you are a normal dancer over there, and you are to characterize as Shabari. You are the one who has to characterize as Rama. It's like no one, the other person is not going to. There is no other person like in drama it is like yes, if you are a Shiva you have a Parvati, or if you are a Bhasmasura there are some Rakshasas. So all those affects us, but when it was a solo item that does not. So you have to completely go into the song, you have to completely understand the song first, and you have to learn the meaning of the song, and you have to present. It's not that something will affect us, you only have to generate out of it.
Tell me about the items that you've chosen for the ICAPS performance.
The item that I've chosen was one is Lalita Pravesham. Lalita Pravesham was written by D.V. Narayanamurthy garu. It all says about goddess Lalita, and I would say the lyrics were so powerful, and people I don't know about audience, but I totally get connected to those script, and it was beautifully music composed by Sastri sir, and then it was choreographed by Hari Ramurthy garu. That was one of the items. And the second one is Putrika Tilana. I was said it was written by your grandfather, Tumuluri Satyagopal Garu. I was actually not knowing about that before, but I felt so happy performing, knowing that and performing that, and it was choreographed by Hari Master Garu.
Yes, I remember when the early versions of the choreography were done. I was probably 10. I was in my
Oh,
at that time. So it's a
so
beautiful,
happy to hear that.
yeah, it's a beautiful item. How do you decide what items go in a program? Is that something that you 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 figure out on your own, or is that something that you go to your guru and work with them, or what's that process like?
Like first, until like during my learning process, all of till now, when I was connected to my dance class, I didn't take any decision on myself. I was always speaking to my guru. I was sitting in front of her and was asking what to do, what to do, what to do. And later, I was given some freedom, and she started asking me, "What do you want to do?" Actually, then I actually started thinking. Uh, I actually see what is the stage I'm going to perform. Is it a Sabha program or is it a college program? It is like you can't take a devotionally connected item and do in where a lot of students are there and perform in front of them. I don't know how well they get connected. The atmosphere is not so like that. So I totally feel that you have to decide upon the item, seeing the stage where you are doing. And I basically look upon like that if the stage is so oriented that all the dancers come, or it is in Kalabharati or Ravindra Bharati or here, the item selection would be different. And if I'm performing in a college, so that was different, some other things. And I would definitely ask my guru about my choice because I was habituated. And
Tell me about, are there any other projects or anything like that that you're working on? Um, obviously we're all staying at home right now, and that's a different, um, that's a different thing than the usual, activities that we have with performances and stuff. So what are you doing, um, especially with dance, to stay connected?
at present I was doing my master's, so I was totally busy with that work. But uh, as usual, to stay connected, like though how much busy I am, I come back to the dance to feel relaxed. Like my brain thinks in a positive way when I dance. So I was not going deep, like I was encouraging my friends to go in the path of dance because I'm parallelly busy with my masters at present. So I constantly speak to them and learn what's actually happening and what are the areas that I can work upon in future after I complete my masters. So it's like I'm doing a master's, but now the weightage for it is more than dance. But it's not like I shouldn't stay connected with dance. Like I shouldn't leave. It's not like that. You should leave that. You just get to know things upon, and maybe I wrote something like I want to learn how to say jatis. I want to learn how to do Natuangam, but I just noted it down. So when I find an ample amount of time in future, I would definitely come back to that.
So you're planning.
Yeah, I'm planning at present. I would definitely do after my master's for sure, but yes, I'm planning.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time both to um, put together the performance and get it recorded and send it to us, and also for uh, speaking with me. And the performance will be up next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I think that's 7:30 IST. 7:30
Yeah.
IST. So Thank you so much, Mithila.
Thank you, Akka.